Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to devverse. It has been a long time, guys. So in this video, we are going to do something new. If you're a beginner, right, and let's say if you are coming from Web 2 and if you don't have any idea on blockchain, that's right, no idea on Web 3, just a little bit, like how it works. Let's a little bit idea if you have, then I'm here to like make you get started with this thing, right? So now what we are going to do in this video, you might be thinking, right, it's going to be super easy video, super simple. It's not going to be a production ready, but my point like in this whole video is basically to make you understand, to make you comfortable with Solidity, with the smart contracts, with the the Web3 stuff, with Wagmi, with VM, all those stuff, right, with the RainbowKit also. So let's get started with the video. Enough talking. Now let's quickly get started with this thing, right? Open up your terminal, right? And just create a folder and set it into this folder. Name it whatever you want, right? Now inside this folder, you see ls there's nothing. So this link I have created a simple template configured with the Wagmi stuffs, right, for you. So you can use this thing directly to get started, right? So what you can do is just I've given the commands here, just copy, just clone this repo, and let's hit enter. Wait for it. Yep, cd into this one and say, right, let's, yep, we have everything that we need, right? We clear the terminal and let's see here. The next thing is we need to install all the dependencies. Pretty much simple, so let's do it quickly. There's bun I. So I'm using bun. If you want, you can use yarn and pm, whatever you want, right? No issues with it. So yep, all the dependencies has been installed perfectly. Now you see, now we need these two envs, and let me like tell you how we can get all these envs, right? So for the wallet connect thing, right, just search for walletconnect.com, this one, and let's see, dogs, I guess start building maybe, not the dogs dashboard. Yep, just log in into it, create your account, and let me sign, right? So I'm using metamask right here. If you have not created yours, like a wallet with metamask, just do it. It was very simple thing, right? You can do it yourself, right? Create your metamask wallet. Confirm. Nope, I need to use metamask. Okay, let me give my password here. Okay, now I can connect it. Okay, let me refresh this page. Sign. Yep, sign in. Pretty much very easy, right? Got it. Okay, fine. Now I want to create a, not a new team. So this is my dashboard. Okay, got it. Projects. So I have this much of projects. Let's say I'm creating another project. It's going to be my medium clone, obviously. Medium dash clone dash Wagmi. Right. Looks nice. And it's going to be a wallet. Right now, like leave it as blank. Continue with it. Okay, product is going to Web3 wallet, Web3 inbox wallet, obviously. Continue. Where we are going to use JavaScript, create it. Now I need my project ID. Let me see. Okay, done. Yep, I need this project ID only. That's the thing that I need. And okay, this is the, I just copy it from here. Okay, let's come to this point. Let's open up my VS Code. Let's make it full screen. Here what I will be doing is I will be creating .env, and let's make it .env local. Okay, now what I need is, let's first take these two things, paste it here. You have everything that you need. Now you need basically this thing, copy it. Now what we need to do is we need to paste it here. as like this, right? Now for this, for the contract address, that's pretty much like you have to create your smart contract first, and you need to use it here, right? So for right now, I'm just leaving it as blank, right? Nice. Now what I want to do is let's run the application first and let's see if we are getting any errors or not. Hope so not, but let's see. Local 3000. Okay, let's wait for it. And Wagmi is a pretty much like very amazing. Let me show you its documentation. Dot as such. Yep, get started with it, and it provides you like it's pretty much very easy to use, right? Let me show you. Like if you want to get your account details or anything, you can destructure this thing into, like, if you want to get your address, your balance, it has use balance. For your balance, you can get your balance, any use balance, right? It is for to write a contract, if you want to actually like perform some mutations on your contract, or maybe like, let's say if you want to do a pretty much like a post request or maybe a write request to your contract, then you can use write contract. It will be here somewhere. Let's see, your write contract. Yep. So we have two things. We have some hooks, we have some actions, right? So we have also some actions. So let's see actions. In action you can see this thing. So pretty much similar. You see, use config in actions. Let me see here somewhere. Okay, utilities. Nope, not here. I guess we can search it from here. It is get balance. Let's say you see we have something called get balance, and we have also something called use balance. So use balance is a hook, and get balance is an action you can directly perform. It's very simple, right? And for to read any contract, you have use read contract. So, and also simple read contract. So this is the read contract, this is the action. And if you go back to your this one, you're going to see this thing, use read contracts. It's going to be somewhere here. Yeah, you see this, use read contracts and use read contract. You see, pretty much very simple. You need to pass your API address. Basically this is the address of your smart contract, right? And your function name, and you can also pass some arguments if your function accepts some arguments, right? Pretty much very easy to use, right? It uses VM behind the scene to connect with the to the Web3 world, to your blockchain. Let me open up the documentation of VM. VM. Yep, this thing. So it has pretty much everything that you need. Get started. You see, install VM, then you can just connect your client, create client things. So let me show you like where we are using all these things. So here we have something called Wagmi config, right? So here you can see we are using some of the stuffs of VM. You see the chains and stuffs, but Wagmi uses VM also. So pretty much a wrapper you can see over VM with a lot of functionalities that Wagmi provides. Now we are also using a RainbowKit. Now what is RainbowKit is? Let me show you. RainbowKit, a simple thing. It helps you to connect like to the wallet actually. So you see this thing, wrong network, it comes like this. Now you can just switch your network anywhere. If you click on Ethereum, you see switch network, and it comes like this. You see this thing like this. So you can use however you want it, right? Up to you. So this is an amazing, you can just customize everything, this buttons and stuffs. Also you have everything that you need here. You have a custom, let me see, custom wallets, custom buttons also are there, custom chains, custom theme, custom connect button. Yeah, you see you can customize your buttons like this. Pretty much very easy, right? Just go through documentation, super clean documentation, easy documentation. Make sure you read these documentations, right? It is it will help you to customize your application however you want, right? Nice. Let's see this point. And okay, chunk loading localhost is almost instantly out.js. Let me refresh it. What is going to be wrong with this one? Okay, it is saying wrong network. Okay, hope so, looks nice right now. You see when I click on this, now it is asking for Sepolia, Polygon Mumbai. I'm not going to use Polygon Mumbai, I'm going to use Sepolia, right? Now Make sure you have some test Sepolia eats, right? You can get it from Sepolia faucet, right? From here, Sepolia, Sepolia faucet.com. Yep. I guess you have to it was free before, but right now I guess so to get some test eats right for the Sepolia is actually you need to have some actual Ethereum in your balance, and I guess you can just pay for 20 to $25 to you know to fulfill this minimum requirement, and then you can get some eats from here, right? The test is of the Sepolia, right? Pretty much easy. I have some with me right now. Let me see, dismiss. Okay, I have this much of Sepolia ETH for right now, so I can use it. So let's go to this point, and I will be, we are going to basically redesign everything here, right? We're going to redesign the entire this thing, basically the header part, and then we'll be adding some, cards and content here. It is going to be pretty much easy to refine the UI part. But first, let's create the smart contract stubs, and let's get our contract ID first, right? So how are we going to do that thing, right? It's going to be pretty much easy, right? So just open up a new tab and search for I guess remix. We're going to use remix ID. We're not going to use any type of a hard hat or truffle anything. Like as I told you, it is not a production ready thing. It's going to be a I'm just making you comfortable with writing smart contracts, right? Like basically from web 2 I'm just making sure that to give you a smooth wave or a smooth transition from web 2 to web 3, right? That's all. So the contracts, you see I have a lot of contracts. Let me show you one thing. We have something called to-do.sol. You see this one. You can get this thing from here also. I guess it will be here. If you see now, I have created a example to do, basically another, what do you mean? Basically a branch of GitHub, and you can just see it here inside the source. We have some hooks, and let me show you the hook. To do CRUD operations, here I'm using, all the stuff of Wagmi, pretty much very easy. If you see this thing now, we have write contract, use write contract, passing the configurations of our Wagmi configure, basically the Wagmi configurations, right? And then just did some loading stuffs, getting the loading is success. So we have used wait for transaction receipt. So once you do the transaction, this gives you this helps you to confirm that your basically changes has been applied to the block, it has been added to the blockchain or not, right? So if you see, we have something called success here. So this is basically that our from our part the changes has been made and it is successfully made. Now we are now this helps us to this helps us to know about, right, if it has been added to the block or not. So pretty much simple, right? Okay, I guess you can delete it. And okay, we're going to see all this stuff, right? So let's go to the remix, and here I'm going to create a new file, and I will rename it as let's say um, maybe blog post dot so. Okay, looks nice. So I will be copying two things. I need these things. So in every time whenever you create a Solidity project, you need to add these two things: this comment and the version of the Solidity that you are using, right? Okay. Now I want to create my contract. Okay, contract, and my contract is going to be blog posts, right? And let me zoom it to you. I guess it looks clear to you right now, or maybe like this. Yep. Now I have my contract here. Now let's see in a blog post, what do we have? We have posts, right? So I'm going to create a struct for this one. Struct maybe post, and it's going to be like this, I guess. And it's going to have some of those stuffs like let's say, okay, maybe is it like this? I don't remember actually. Let's see. Struct solidity Yep, let's see how it is being defined. Okay, struct name, and this is the syntax. I don't remember it, bro. I just go to, and just need to search it on the docs, and you can find all the things that you need, right? So let's see. It's going to be a post, and my post is going to have basically an ID, which is basically uint, right? So it's like this uint 256, and then what I need is the next thing that I need is basically a title. It's going to be a string title, and I guess we need to add semicolons. Okay, it is uint. Okay, yep. So we have different types of, the uint basically is an unsigned integer. Yes, let's see what is unsigned, and yep, in Solidity or in C. It is same in everywhere. So not here, make it, let's say, yeah, it is here. 32-bit datum that encodes from 0 to this one. So the unsigned integers are basically the, like the non-negative values. So the non-negative values are the unsigned integers which do not contain sign, right? Okay. Now what I want is a description, or maybe not description, basically a content, right? So it's going to be a string content, and it's going to have an image. By the way, to store the image, we are going to be using, like, we are going to use an IPFS storage, right? In blockchain, we have something called IPFS, right? For right now, you don't have to worry about all the stuff, right? Because it's going to be, because this is a basically completely beginner friendly course, right? I don't want to mention anything, right? So let's see. So for that is we are going to use Pinata Cloud, right? It is an amazing, it is super fast, bro. Like, I don't like the pricing stuff, but still, I guess, for making your own projects, you can use the free plan, and you can, use it to, upload your images, files, and stuff, and you can get your downloadable URL, right? That's all. So let's go to the remix IDE, and I guess that we need an image, title, content, and this thing. Okay, this is all we need for a post, I guess, right? So right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an array, right? It's going to be basically of type post, and I'm naming it as posts right now, like this. That's all. It is an empty post, right? Now what I want to do is, the first thing I want to do is I want to create a write function, right? So I want to create a function. Its name is going to be add post, and like this it returns, basically it is basically a public function first. Let's see, and it is going to return nothing, right? Yep, it is a payable function, obviously. Now this functions take some arguments, basically the title, content, and image. So I will pass it like this. It's going to be from memory, or make it like call data. Call data is going to be title. Then I'm going to use, okay, it's going to be a string type, and okay, what is saying, okay, type all data post public corporate. Yeah, let's make it memory then. It should work with memory. Okay, let's see. We'll fix it. Okay, I guess it should be string memory, and it should be call data. Yep, this is basically the syntax. um Actually, I'm also new to this one, right? So let's grow together with this one, right? So let's see, I have something called string of content. String call data is going to be content, and I'm going to have another string call data is going to be my image. So I'm using underscore, just some conventions, right? Now what I will be doing is I'm going to create let's say a universal index of my, basically, or maybe something like that, universal ID of my post for right now. It was easy to do it, right? I'm just writing here like uint 256 is going to be my post ID, which is going to be 1. That's all. And here what I will be doing is I will be taking my posts, then dot push a new post, and it's going to take the title, basically some ID also. So it's going to be my PID, and it's going to take my content and my image. That's all. And then what I will be doing is I will be increasing my PID. That's all, pretty much simple, right? Simple stuff, nothing complex, right? Now let's see. What we need to do right now is I need to check here something, right? I will be for that, like, for, checking stuffs, if we should do this, like, like this is required. This is because, like, if this condition is not met, then I want to revert it back to its initial state. I don't want to, like, do any changes in the blockchain, right? So my condition, the first condition is going to be my message. We have something called a special, it's going to be basically a keyword called message dot, I need the value should be equals to, okay, equals to 1 GUI. Yep. And if it is not 1 GUI, so this should be 1 GUI, right? If this condition is false, then it's going to show this message, you must um, pass 1 GUI, something like that. Okay, for the spelling of this one, GUI. Now we have three things in this way, like we have something called ETH, we have something called way, and we have something called way. Now, like, let's say, like, it is something like this. You have dollars and you have cents, right? So something like that, right? So this way is, let's say, the cents thing, and ETH is your dollar, right? Something like that. And way is a much more lower value. So basically, if you see, 1 ETH is going to be 10 to the power 18, I guess, not 18, 10 to the power 9 way, and which is equals to 10 to the power 18 way. So this is the relation of, I guess, the ETH or whatever things here, right? If it is Sepolia ETH in this case, so it is basically the Sepolia ETH, and just like that, right? So we've successfully created our add post function. Now I'm going to create my basically read function so that you can, see the things, right? So function is going to be my get all posts, right? And it's basically a public function. Again, it's going to be a view function, and it returns basically memory of the posts, I guess, not like this, post like this. Okay, let's see view function. Okay, let's see what is the issue with this one, and returns this thing from storage, I guess. Oh, okay, we'll fix it. Let's write down memory for right now. Okay, now what I want is I want to return my posts, as simple as that, nothing else. So let me see what is the issue. Function, this thing, expected type name. So my type name is this thing, maybe like this. Yep, got the syntax. So it returns the post, simple as that. Was the warning it's saying, should be existing integration. Let me see. Function metadata can be restricted to pure functions. Okay, it is a pure function. It's saying and if it is a pure function, Guess the pure functions. Okay, I guess the pure functions don't use anything from here. But the okay, so the pure functions, I guess, they don't, they don't use any parameters that have been defined in the contract. They use whatever the things provided inside the this things basically, right? Inside the this params, right? So let's make it a view only, and we'll see it later, right? For right now. And okay, let's deploy this thing and let's see how this works. So click on this one, compile. Okay, this is basically an thing. Let's see, ask GPT. Okay, you see in this thing basically in Remix we have something this GPT integrated. So if you are having any queries or any issues or any errors here, you can just click on this ask GPT and it will just give you an answer right here. I guess it's taking some time. So in the meanwhile, I just see the compile it and yep, and let's deploy it. It's a warning. I guess we can ignore it, and you can just use whatever you want to use any network from here. For right now, I'm using the test networks. Just deploy it, deployed successfully. If you see, we have something this thing and add post, and we have something called all posts. So you see, as this is basically a payable function, and the payable functions comes in this red color, and the normal public functions comes in orange color, right? So let's see, make it test one. On a string is going to be test one, and the image is going to be also test one, right? And obviously it's a payable amount, so I need to pass some GUI to this one. uh, Maybe one looks nice. Let's transact this thing. It is successfully transacted. Get all posts, and you can see we are getting all our posts like the things, I guess. So okay, it is giving 0. Okay, let me see what is the issue with this one right now. Memory post looks nice. Okay, we're not getting this thing. Okay, so oh, got it. So just remove this thing. This should fix it, I guess. Yep, this fixes the warning also. And yep, we need to, this is basically the, we need to define the type, and yeah, we're returning the thing, right? So redeploy it, and let's get this one, redeploy, open up. Let's add something again. Let's say test one, and test one, and we need to provide one GUI transact. Successfully done. Get all posts. Yep, now we are getting this thing. You see that test thing, right? Amazing. Let's add something more. Maybe something like this, any gibberish thing. This, and we need to pass one way again. Transact, which is one way. Yep, transact, get post. You see, so it is being added to the to this array. So it is pretty much simple for right now to use this, but like there's no practical use case of this thing to making a blogging website with blockchain is not a good idea, because blockchain is pretty much very slow, guys. It's not that much of it's not fast actually. So I don't think so it is a good idea to make any type of blogging websites with this, but this is basically a project to just make you understand how this works, right? Okay, so I guess this is done. Now what you can do is, let's say I'm not creating the update one right now. I will be telling you how to update it right now. Just have patience. And now I will be deploying this thing to my Sepolia test network. So how I'm going to do that thing? Pretty much easy, right? Just come to this point, testnet Sepolia. You can select this one, or maybe there's also one more thing. Let me see, not this one, not this one. Yeah, wallet connect. Click on the wallet connect, right? And okay, let me see. Yep, click on connect wallet, metamask, and I'm connected to my wallet. Now if I click on deploy, now my smart contract is going to be, it's going to be get deployed on the Sepolia test network, right? So basically, okay, let's click on confirm here, And if you see here, you can see it is pending, so let's wait for it. And once this gets success, we are going to see your contact address here, and we're going to use that contact address for right now. And then we're going to do some more changes to the contract, and then we will be redeploying it, right? So you see we have the same thing here. Now if I copy this thing, let's copy it and let's paste it to the env actually here. So this is what we are going to use, right? Now here, if you see now, let's say I'm trying to add something like this thing, 1 2 3. Let me paste it here also, and I need to pass one way just like this. And transact is going to, I guess, open up your metamask. Yep. And you see, so it is asking for one way, which is like this much of value, like with the including the gas fees, right? So confirm it, and let's wait for it. And it's going to return, it's basically a success thing right now. And it is success. You see it has been success, right? Successfully created. And if I click on get all posts, let's wait for it, and you see 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 right here. So pretty much very easy. Let's say if I'm writing something like this, and let's say paste it here, you see now I have 0 ETH. Let's say I'm adding 4 GUI, right? 4 GUI, right? So let's transact this thing. It should like you see you're going to guess estimation error, something like this. Let's say cancel the transaction. Let's make it 0 for right now, and transact this thing again, and it should, like you see, you must pass one way to sync, right? So we're getting our message that we need it, right? Now let's pass one way, transact the thing. Okay, the metamask pops out, and confirm it, and it's done. It is that it is pretty much very easy, this much of easy, you see. So there are a lot of things, like there are ERC tokens, ERC20, ERC721 for NFTs, ERC20 for FTs, oh, like that, right? So there are a lot of concepts are there, bro. Like if you want to know about all these stuffs, then just comment me, guys. I will just create some videos on it, and let's see how this video goes, right? Okay, great. Now if I click on this, get all posts, it should update the things, and you can see DCE everything that we need. So it is this much of easy to create basically your smart contracts, right? We need to like add two more things, going to be update post, and the other thing is going to be delete post. That's right. So for updating, it will be pretty much easy. And before that, I want to again create one more function. That's basically a view function. It's going to be get a single post, right? So get post, and it will take basically the ID uint 256 is going to be an ID, and I need to use this ID, and it returns basically a post only. So it's going to be I'm going to check okay, here the ID is basically a type of index, right? So right here, like posts, and it's going to be underscore ID -1, right? It's going to be the index. This is what I want to return. That's all. This much of easy. Or you can use a for loop to get that particular ID. You can check for the particular ID, and then you can return it. Pretty much easy, right? Now another thing I want here is let's say update post, right? Update post is going to take the ID of the post to be updated, and it is not going to return anything. It's going to be not going to be a view function, a payable function instead. And let's copy this require message from here. Yep, I will be sending one way again here, and it returns nothing. Just remove this thing also. Nice. So what I'm going to do is, like in this part is pretty much easy, right? So what I will be doing is I'm going to take my post underscore ID -1 like this, and it has something called dot. You see I have my title. Okay, now there are certain things in this one. I need to pass the title also, so just let's copy all these things from here because we need to update these things, right? So let's paste all these things here. Nice. And we have something called in this one we have our title, and it's going to be underscore title. Now what it's saying is identifier. Okay, so we post. Okay, now it looks nice. And similarly we're going to have basically like this, and we are going to have some of the content uh, like this, and it will be underscore content. Then we have something called image. It's going to be underscore image. That's all. So this is going to update the stubs, right? And for delete, it is pretty much tricky in delete part, right? I have searched a lot of things to how to delete all these things, right? So you cannot delete it right away. So to delete it, what you need to do is pretty much simple. You need to take each and every element forward, let's say backwards, and okay, obviously backwards, yeah, it's backwards. And then basically let's say if you have an array of something like this, 1 2 3 1 2 4 10, something like this, and if you want to delete two from this position, so what you're going to do is just take this to the last, then pop this thing. That's all. So what we're going to do is um, it's going to be a function uh, delete a post. Okay, like this. It takes the uint 256 underscore id, and it is basically a public function obviously, and it's going to be a payable function. Okay, payable function, and what I want to do is I'm going to use a for loop for uint 256. Okay, okay, it's going to like be the, let's say something I equals to underscore id, and then I is less than my posts dot length, and it's going to be I plus plus. Okay, something like this. And for this one we need some things. Okay, so we need to delete the last item here. So what I can do is I need it to be in the index format, and obviously I need to delete the last thing. So this will help me to not to delete the last element right now. And what I will be doing is say, because and the last element is going to give some error, right? What I'm doing is my posts, it has some, the I value is going to be my I plus 1 value like this, and then what I'm going to posts dot pop. Hope so this works, and let's copy this thing. Okay, looks fine. Let's make it, to delete something, let's make it two-way, right? Looks nice. Now let's redeploy it, compile, come to this point, and from, instead of wallet connect, I will be going to this one again, redeploy this thing here. I have my, all the things that I need is here. Let's add some post, something, paste it here like this. Now I need to pass one query here, transact, and yep, it's done. Let's say I'm adding some more posts to this one, say this, and like this. There's going to be one, and transact. That's done. Get all posts. I'm getting every post that I need. If I write here 1, I should be getting the first post, works fine. If I write here 2, I should be getting the next one. So let's see if I can update my post. So the ID is going to be the first thing, and it's going to be ABCD for right now, and I will be adding the same thing here also and here also, like this. Now I need to pass one way here and then just transact the thing. Done. Get all posts. You see it has been changed to ABCD. Pretty much easy, right? Let's try to delete it. I want to delete the second one, and I need to pass two way, and let's delete the post. Successful deleted. Get all posts. You see it has been deleted from the array. Pretty much easy. So we have created all the things that we need for the smart contract part is done. Pretty much very easy, right? Now we need to redeploy this thing using our wallet connect. So let's click on wallet connect, and then connect wallet, metamask. Done. Then deploy this thing, and let's make it confirm. Done. Yep, it's pending. Let's wait for it. And we need that contract address in our case, right? In our basically in our project with the medium clone thing, right? So let's wait for it, and it's here. Let's copy it. Let's paste this thing here. Done. And yep, now we have our contract right here. Now I need my API, so you can just copy your API from this part, and you can find it here. Just copy it, click on this one, it will get copied, right? And here inside the basically source folder, I'm going to create a new file called APIs or not slash log dash posts dot API dot. Okay, we are using JS in this. Let's use JS then, no worries. Okay, first thing I'm using. Okay, I'm using TS now. Okay, so let's make TS. Yeah, TS. Just like this, and it's going to be export const log posts API like this, and it's going to be, and just paste this thing. It's going to be as constant, just like this. We have the complete API file. If you see, we have all those functions that we need. We have delete post, and you see we have, let's see what are the add posts. It is a payable function, you see, and delete post payable function. We have delete post payable function. We have get all posts then, and we have get post here. So pretty much very easy, right? Now I want to create the barrel file right here, auto barrel. Create the barrel file. Looks nice. Now if you like, you know what, you can do it manually also, or you can use this extension barrel. Let's search for barrel file, this one, to barrel, yeah, this, not auto rename, not this one, it is auto barrel. Let's see, it is called, what is it? Okay, should be here, auto barrel. Okay, RR, it is RR. So search for BRREL, and it should give, yeah, this one, the auto barrel for VS Code. You can use this one, and it will work for you as well, right? And the barrel stuff only works with the TypeScript thing, right? Great. So I guess we have done everything that we need. And okay, the Polygon Mumbai stuff, I don't need Polygon Mumbai at all. I will be using Sepolia. If you want, you can use some other stuffs also with this one, right? Say if you want, you can use Gorilli. If you want to use any network chains, right? You can use it, right? Okay, great then. Now our first step is done. Basically, we have created our smart contracts and we have deployed it successfully, and everything is been done, right? You can see your contract, right? You can see, right, to search for Sepolia Etherscan, test Etherscan. You're gonna need the env, you need this address only, and just search for this address and you can find it here. Search it and you can see contract creation, right? And you can just track all your things right here, like basically your read request, basically your update request, your add post request, everything is going to be seen here. And you can index each and everything also in Etherscan with any unique ID, I guess so. But using events, right? You can emit events in Solidity, right? So let's not make it hard for user, right? For us, right? So as a beginner, I will say to you, um, right now let's make it like just go with the flow, and I will be telling you some of the stuff that you can go through, and I guess after that you can just make some much more prettier looking so smart contracts, right? With ERC tokens, with NFTs, a lot of stuff, right? And what I will be doing is now I will be creating the UI for for this thing. I will be refactoring the header component first, and then I will be adding some of the data here, and then we'll be configuring the pinata stuff. We'll be creating a helper function and I guess API route. Let's go to the docs. I guess we need to create an API route for this one also. Yeah, okay, I'm going to use quick start. It's basically Next.js quick start, and you see we have, let's see, okay, we need these two things, basically pinata jwt and this gateway URL. Then we have this thing. So this is your this will be in on your home side, right? This is basically your what you can say, your upload file function, and this is basically your API route. Just you need to do is copy and paste the stuffs. Then we can just pull the stuff that you need. You see we have some the CID. This CID basically provides you with the uh, image URL stuff, right? The your image URL ID, and then that's all you need to do, right? Pretty much that much easy, right? So for this, let's open up Pinata app. This is app.pinata.cloud, right? Okay, I don't remember it. Let's say yep, and the password, yep, I don't remember the password. Let's try something. Does this work? Nope. Let's see this one. Yeah, this works. Nice. Just create your own account and then let's log into this one, right? Now you see these are the files that I have uploaded previously, tested this stuff, so obviously this works. And you can go to your API keys. You can create a new API key from here. So let's do this thing. Go to this part, not this one, this part, and let's copy the envs that we need here. Let's copy these two things, and let's go to our env, paste these two things here, and I need my pinata jwt and my pinata public gateway URL. Okay, let's see, the jwt is basically from the API key creation in the previous step. Okay, so let's create a new API key. Is going to be, I'm going to give all the access to this one, right? And it's going to be my medium dash clone dash me dash YouTube. Looks nice. And let's generate our API key, and you can see we get the JWT here. Copy your JWT token, this thing, and Let's paste it here like this. And you need your next public gateway URL, right? So for the gateway URL, just copy all that. Just go to your gateways. This is your gateway URL, so you need this thing. And I guess for the gateway URL, you have to add something else. So yeah, you need to add this thing also, the HTTPS thing. So add here HTTPS :/ paste this thing, and I guess this works. Yep. So I am basically exposing all the data to you because it's basically a tutorial. But in your case, don't like in your case, please don't do these things, right? Make your keys secret, you know. And let's see, don't share it with anyone. And let me see something. Yeah, looks fine. So I'm done with the env stubs, and now I'm going to create a helper function. Maybe I can create a helper function which returns the CID stubs. Let me see, it returns the CID constant. Okay, upload data fetch. It is an await function. It returns my ci.ipfs hash. Got it. So I can create some helpers right here. New file, uh, helpers slash my upload, basically file to pinata dot helper dot ts. And let me write here like const. It's exported. It's going to be upload. Let's use RAFC, and it's going to be not like this. P is going to be capital, the 2 is going to be capital, F is going to be a capital. This is basically a function, not a hook. So it's going to be like this, and looks nice, right? Now this function takes a file object, basically my file as file, right? And then just copy paste the stubs that you need. So just copy the stubs inside that try and catch, paste it here. Okay, now the true thing, and we don't need this thing, is going to be my file API slash files. Looks nice. It's going to be an async function. Okay, fine, we don't need this thing. I need only this part, and no need of this and this also. Just return this thing and remove this thing also. Okay, pretty much easy. Let's create the barrel file. Auto barrel, create the barrel file. You see, pretty much very easy to, to make it, right? So I guess we have created our helper function. Let's create our API, new file, API slash let's say pinata, or maybe files slash route dot ts. And let's copy this entire thing that we need. Nothing to do anything special, just copy it and paste it here. It should do everything on its own. Hope so this works fine this time. Okay, looks fine to me. And okay, let me see if we need something or not, or we need to delete something. It looks fine. Okay. Okay, let me see the path of this one, what they're saying. API slash files slash route.ts. Okay, that's fine. Close this thing then. We're done with this thing. So we are done with all the backend stuff that we need to do. Now we need to only deal with the front end stuff right now. So let's get started with the front end stuff, and then we will be basically creating the, basically calling the functions. And one more thing we need here is, to get started with the hooks, right? So inside the source folder, I'm going to create a new hooks slash use blog, or let's say use my post, like this, not like this, right? Like post. I'm using kebab kiss for this one. It's going to be use post operation dot hook. Yes. Now I have a good news for you. Just go to my GitHub. Just copy this one. Let's first go to this. Let me show you how you can get it again, right? So change from, go to the, change, like click on this one, change your main branch and go to your example slash to do app. Click on this one. Then you're going to click on source, then hooks, and I've created this hook. Just copy this entire file, and once this is done, just paste it here and rename this thing. Is going to be use post operations, like this, and a lot of things are we going to basically rename here. Okay, for create to do, it's not going to be create to do, it's going to be create, basically add post, right? Then it's not going to be create to do props. Okay, title and descriptions. Let's go to the props first. And the props, okay, we have title, description. It's going to have an image also. It's going to be a string, like this. Looks fine. And press F2, and I will just change its basically just name of it, right? And all the occurrences of it, right? So what I will be doing here is basically create post, or basically let's make it add post props, and enter. Looks nice. And I have this thing, right? Now in this thing I don't have this to do API anywhere, so yep, it's not going to do any API. It's going to be my blog posts API, and my function is going to be add post, and it's going to take title, description, and image, and I can get the image from here. Just you need to refactor the things, that's all. And parse ether, we have something called parse ether, which basically sets the value that we need to pass from our metamask wallet. If you remember in remix, we are setting the value from this point, basically from here, right? You can do the same thing. You are like from this, like using this value key, right? Now I guess this is done. Now what's going to do is going to be post and transaction filtering. Yeah, looks nice to me. So we have created our add post function. Now we now just make it update posts. Now update post is going to take title, description, and image. And let me go to this one. Okay, it takes delete and add post, so don't make it like this. Let's make it like this, add props, and the proper way of doing it will be like this. I think ID is going to be a number, that's all, and this is what we need. Now we have all the things that we need. I need to pass my image here. If you see, I'm using big int because all the numbers things, whatever number you want to pass as argument, you have to pass it as a big integer, right? This is the way of Solidity or the blockchain stuff, right? So it is block post API. The function is going to be update post, right? And I guess it looks nice. Yep. And it's going to be post updated. Now if you see below, we have delete to do, make it delete post. It's going to be blog post API is going to take the ID, delete post, and it's going to be one way. Oh, it's two-way. Yeah, it is two-way here also. Yeah, looks nice. It's going to be post. That's all you need to do. Now it's going to be blog posts API. It's going to be okay. You see, it is use get to do. This is basically a kind of, again, a hook, kind of hook, right? So make sure you use like this use thing, or it's going to give you some errors, because we are using another hook inside this thing. So if you use this one, you can use it pretty much easy. So you're basically right creating your own hook inside this one, right? So let's see. Use get post, take the ID, and then it's going to be get post, just like that, and that's all. And now it's going to be get posts, and then inside this thing I need my blog posts API. It's going to be get all posts, and that's all we need. Now I'm passing some queries. Late time enabled is connected. I'm just checking if I'm connected or not. I'm connected to the wallet or not. This late time is 0. It's by default infinity. So you just check all these things in the Wagmi documentations, right? Pretty much easy. Okay. Now it's going to be add post, update post. Then we have delete post. Then we have use get post and use get posts. Yep. And if you see here, I'm using this thing, this receipt thing. So what happens is once you create the change, you just make the changes. The changes like were successfully made to the contract, but the contract, the changes of the contract has not been added to the blockchain, right? The new block has not been added to the blockchain, right? So it takes some time to add the block to the blockchain. So to check if it has been added to the blockchain or not, we use this thing, right? So is confirming, it means like it is on the, it is on the way. And if it is confirmed, then it has been added to the, block, basically to the blockchain. Actually the block is added to the blockchain. Great. Now I guess we are done with the hooks, also with all the functions that you need to make your life easy, right? Now all the backend part is done, and now only we need to create the UI stuff. So let's get started with the UI steps, right? So let's open up my general layout. Okay, we don't have general layout. It's basically the layout provided tsx. Yep, selection is green. Fine. Okay, let's go to the globals.css, and okay, I don't need these things, so let's remove this thing from body entirely. And yep, let me see it from here. Yeah, looks nice. We have a complete white screen on our face, right? So let's first go to the header component. And in the header component, if you see, I'm using connect wallet button, which I have customized it, right? You can, if you want, you can use this one, but I'm not going to use this one. No, I'm just commenting this out. I'll be using the default one, the connect button. That's all. And let's see. Come on, change, bro. Let's refresh and see. Yep, it has been changed. And come on. Okay, looks nice. Pretty much easy, right? Now it's going to be, I need a medium clone, medium icon. So let's search for medium log png. You have this one. Let's see this one. Okay, this looks like this. Okay, let's download this image. Yep. Yeah, we have this one also, but I need this one. So save image as logo, medium dash logo. Save it. I need this logo in my public folder inside images, just like this. Looks nice. Now what I want is just rename this thing. Let's use or make it like this. Let's use a span, or as it is a link tag, let's use a span for right now. It's going to be image element, and it's going to have a source of slash images slash medium dash logo dot epp, and it's going to be about width of 30, height is going to be 30 with the alt of medium logo. That's all. And I'm going to have a span element with the text of medium. That's all. And let's come over here. Let's see. Okay, still taking some time. Okay, let's close the unnecessary stubs. I don't need the stubs. Okay, rid of this one. Okay, let's close this one also. Okay, coming like this. So let's make it as class as flex item center cap of 2. Let's see. Let's increase the size of this ones to 60. And okay, I guess we don't have that much high quality. Let's make it like 50 for right now. Okay, 60 looks nice. I guess it'll take some time to load. Okay, now I want the font family of this one. Font as mono. Change it. Not mono. Something else, maybe serif. Yeah, font serif. Yeah, this looks nice. And we have this thing also, so we are going to connect. We can disconnect our wallet. We can trigger metamasks, right? Pretty much very easy and cool, right? If you're doing it for the first time, then I guess, right? Drop your comments, your feedbacks, you know, whatever you like, you are, basically you are getting from this video. Just mention it in the comments. I really appreciate it, guys. Let's just get started, right? Yeah. Now I need to create here basically another button. That's going to be okay. Let's me use div, and it's going to be I need React icons, and it will be edit. And let me see the steps right here, and I have this thing. Got it. Okay, I can use this one or something else also. Let's use that one for right now. So I'm using a link component with an href of slash create dash post, and here I want to have a span element with right with this icon. Okay, let's put the import statement here, use this thing over here, and obviously I need to make this, and okay, so it should be a span element inside this thing I wanted, and I need a class name. Come on, bro. Flex item center cap of 1, and this thing has going to be a size of 24 maybe. Let's see how this looks. Come over here. Okay, this looks like this, and what I want is going to have a text-xl at least. Let's see. Yep. And what I want is just, let's make this thing as flex item center. And let's make this thing as also flex. I'm not making it mobile responsive because that's not my goal of this video, right? Item center, and see, yep, and cap of 4. Yeah, this looks fine for right now. Now what I need to do is, if I click on this, I need to go to that thing, the right post thing, right? So inside my app, and I'm going to create a new folder. The folder is going to be create dash post. Inside this thing, I'm going to have a page.tsx, right? And hit enter. RAFCE is going to be my create post page, and it's basically a next page. Looks nice to me. Now if I come over here, if I click on this thing, it should go to that page. Yep, looks nice. And this thing is going to be a class name of, going to have a min height of svh. So this is something new. I guess this is basically a dynamic height. You should use this thing from now onwards, guys. It's very much helpful, right? It fixes a lot of height issues with different devices, right? Okay, let's see this thing in action. And yeah, this was taking some time. I guess it's working fine, right? Now inside this thing, we're going to have some inputs. The first thing is going to be a div and class name. It's going to have basically width of full and bg dash grade dash 400 with rounded empty. Looks like this, and with the height of around, let's say, 300 pixels, or maybe 15 vh. Let's see how this looks. And yeah, this looks fine for right now. I'm going to add some padding to this one. Let's say p-10 and md, or else p-5. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, this looks fine to me. And as I'm going to say, for right now, you can use some icons called upload. Let's use any one of this one. Let's say I'm using this one. Paste it here. I need this thing, and let's put it here. Just like this, and it's going to have a size of 80, and it's going to be flex place content center place item center. This should work. Let's see. Yep. And it's going to have a color of white. Let's see. Yeah, looks fine to me. Let's make it 20 at least. And let's make it 100. Yep, you can upload your images from here. So it's going to have a cursor, a pointer, and okay. So what we need to do is pretty much simple. I need to create a input element, which I input with type file, and it's going to be going to have basically a ref. It's going to be my file ref, and it's going to be hidden. I need this thing here, const file ref is going to be useref, and inside the useref is going to be by default null. I need to import it. Okay, for using use ref, we need to make it as use client, and let's import this right now. Yep, looks fine. And it's going to be const open browse. It's going to be like this. I'm going to check if file wrap, then what I want to do is file wrap dot current. If this exists, then just do this thing. And okay, it's type of never. So it's basically not a type of never. It's going to be HTML input element. Yep. Hope so this works fine. And I need to trigger this thing on click this thing. That's all. Let's test this thing. Click on this one. Yep, works fine. Great. Now I need a use state to get my image basically maybe the image, or it's going to be basically the file. I need to get the file. Okay, by default it's going to be null, and its type is going to be file type, or okay, let's make it like this. This should work, and let's make it like this. Got it. Now what I want to do is let's add some more input elements. Input is going to be text placeholder is going to be title with a class name of font of serif with a text -3xl. Hope so this looks fine. 3 xls doesn't look nice. Let's make it 8 xls. Yeah, 8 xls looks quite big. 6 xls and outline none with w-fill. This is what I need. And yep, and with my, not my, maybe mt 5. Let's see. Yep. And I need the similar type of input is going to be write your thoughts here, and it's going to be Excel. Let's see. Yep, looks nice and amazing. And it's not going to be input, it's going to be our text area, just like this. And this is his size, so let's give him some min dash h dash 50 svh, and let's see how this goes. Yeah, 50 svh is fine. And let's make it as if I make it as 50, okay, make it as 40. And at the bottom, what I need is I need a div with a button or type button, and it's going to be it should say create post, and it's going to, it should have some color. Last name is going to be bg dash primary. Okay, does this works? Nope. Okay, no worries. Primary dash in the primary we have let's think of a color. Let's use success dash 500. Does this work? Okay, we in Tailwind we don't have this thing also, so let's make it win dash 500. That should work. And it's going to be text dash excel with px dash 6 and py dash 2 with rounded empty with text white with font serif, like this. Let's see how this looks. This looks nice, and I want this thing to be text should be in the center. Yep, looks nice to me. And yeah, now we have everything. Let's do one more thing. I need use state snippet, and it's going to be, let's make it data. So this data is going to have some stuffs. So it's going to have title content, right? I'm going to create a type here. It's going to be my post data type. That's going to be this thing, and I need to use it here, just like this, with an image also. So I should have an image also. Image is going to be blank, and here also is going to have an image is going to be blank, just like this. So what I need to do is come to this point. Is going to be on change. I need the E is going to be yeah, just like this, and it's going to have a value data dot title. Let's copy this thing, paste this thing here. That's going to be my content, and it's going to be content. Looks nice. Now it both looks nice. So I want these things, So now I need to do this thing. Const handle submit is going to be async function, not a kind of async, just make it a simple function. And okay, you can use this thing, but I'm not going to use that. I need some use state snippet is submitting and going to be false by default. I want this thing to be here. Looks nice to me. Okay, this handle submit. If it's going to be not like that. First, I want to check if I have the required things, right? If I have my data dot title and data dot content and data dot image, then what I want to do is I want to call my is to true, and here what I want to do is I want to get the helper function running here. So it's going to be, what was the name of the helper function? That was upload file, right? Upload file to Pinata, and it's going to take my file. It's not going to be undefined when we are calling this thing. Okay, I need to check it this here also, and it's okay. So there will be no image from here. Okay, something like this. So okay, we are using this thing here on change. Okay, I can create it on a handle change function. If the image changes, just upload the image and get the things done. But let's not make it like that, right? Okay, file, and then you should have the file here. That's all. And here what I need to do is this is basically an async function dot, then I want to get my response, and in this case if response then set data is going to be my dot data, like that's just data, the same convention. Yep. And the second thing is going to be image press, but not press. Let's see the Pinata documentation for this one. Not this one, this one. And let's see, it's uploading. Got it. So also gateway URL. Okay, so this is basically our image URL sort of thing, right? So my image is going to be like this, and here's these things, and it's going to be my response here, and we'll remove this thing. Yep. And what's the issue right here? Okay, res is going to be any, res is not going to be any. We're getting res from here. Let's go to the helper function. Okay, we don't know the type of this one. It is any. Okay, for right now it is any, then let's make it any, and it's not going to be a file object. Okay, we are saying it was a string. should be a string. Ah, yep, this fixes the issue. Hope so this works. And we have, and okay, I can use dot finally to set the things to false. Looks nice to me. And let's log this thing also. Okay, what I need is I need to use this stuff. Yep, looks fine to me now. Let's use this handle submit button on this one. On click, and I want to use this button right here. Right now I need to use an on change event to this input wrap thing. To be on change. Okay, I need to pass my e, and it's going to have some things. If we don't add files, yeah, like this. Set file says like this. This should do it. And let's log the file comma data, just like this. Let's go to the browser and open up your terminal right here. Clean up the things. Let's say if I click on this thing, let's open up this image. Yep, I'm getting the file, writing something, I'm getting it. Got it. Now if I click on create posts, yep, it logs the thing perfectly. And you see we are getting this image here. Let's use this image to open up the sort of things, and let's click on this one, and I should be getting my image. Let's see. Oh, so yeah, you see we're getting our image. So this function works, and now what we need to do is, once we get the data, everything is done after this one. And this one also, let's set the data, and once this step is done, what I want to do is, if I have a response to stubs after this thing, basically what I need is I need to call upon the function of the hook. So going to be const is going to be mine add post, and it's going to be use post operations like this, and I need to use this function at post right here. And okay, I need to populate my basically data just like this inside, like this. Hope so this should work. Okay, it is not working like this. Let's see what are the things it needs. It needs my expected one argument. Okay, it's going to be in this format, and it takes title is going to be data dot title, then description. Okay, it's not description, it's content. Okay, description, fine. And it's basically image is going to be this thing like this. And in this way, hope so this works. And Okay. It has type, nation, tax things, initializers. I don't think so there's an issue. And now we're using the add posts. Let me see this function. Use post operations. We need to dismiss some of those steps also, so we need to check this thing. Okay, we need to check conforming. Okay, so I need to get here is conformed, and this going to be is conforming, just like this, and it should say const is loading is going to be is conforming, or is going to be is submitting. Then what I need is okay, should be disabled also, looks fine. Okay, let's not do that thing. I don't need thing. I don't think so. I will be needing that thing. So I have this thing. I need to create a use effect. Come on. I guess my system is becoming so slow today. Let's see. Use effect. Yep. This. And it's going to depend on the is conformed, and it's going to be like this. If is conformed, what I want to do is I want to show a toast or post created, and before this one I need to dismiss the, I need to pass the ID, going to be loading 1. This thing should be done like this. And what I'm doing is, let me tell you, if you see in this function on success, I'm just using this thing toast.loading, and then I am doing this thing, right? So I need to dismiss this toast here once it is conformed, and just need to show the this toast successfully created, right? Now let's try to do this thing, and hope so this works fine right now. Let's hope for the best. Let me add some image. Let's go to grounds. Okay, let's use some any image. Let's say I'm using this ether png. Okay, later on we'll be displaying the image here also. Ether. Okay, test ether create post, and to trigger the metamask wallet. Let's see, let's wait for it and hope so this works. Okay, I'm getting some error. Address is invalid, hex value 20 bytes. Get address, process address. Okay, let me see the address. So inside this thing, next public contract address. Okay, let's go to the env, and this is our env. We have, okay, I guess I have to restart my server. Okay, let's do this thing. Hope so this should work now. And let me refresh this page. Hopefully this time this will work, and we will be uploading our first let's say first post from our front end to our blockchain, right? So yep, it has been refreshed. A little bit slow, the system is running, right? So let's wait for it, guys. And okay, let's select this one. Let's see. TikTok right here. TikTok. Okay, it's TikTok. And okay, it's going to be test TikTok and create the post. Let's wait for it and let's see. Currently, I'm not, not like using the spinner. Yeah, it works fine. You see, now this much of support here. The one thing just remember at this point, it's like if your content is too much big, then you have to spend too much of gas fees, and then yep, you have to like spend a lot of support aids, right? So actually, this is pretty much a slow process. Post created. Oh, it's fast in this case today. Amazing. Let's do one thing. Let's come over here, go to the env, and let's copy this contract address. Go to etherscan, not etherscan, Sepolia. Okay, Sepolia etherscan, and let's open up that contract address. And okay, we're not getting it here. Okay, for that thing, I guess we have to trigger some events to emit the things, right? So that we can check if anything is happening or not. But you can see like all your transactions here. If I click on get all posts, you're going to see all the things, TikTok test and things here, because we are using the same thing, right? That's going to trigger the get all posts, right? So amazing, guys. We have created successfully this thing. So let's do a simple thing right here. Is let's use a spinner sort of thing. Not here. Remove the console logs. This also. Remove this comment. Okay, I'm going to use this use loading sort of thing, and let's say I'm making it here is disabled, or I guess it's disabled. I want to make it disabled when its loading is true. That's all. And in this meanwhile, let's say what I want to do is let's say let's display our content on the home page, then we'll be updating and deleting it. Pretty much easy, right? I guess deleting, I will just leave it to you. Just do the same thing with the delete option. I will be completing up to updating, right? So let's first show the cards right here, right? So what I'm doing is go to the index page. Next page is page.tsx of the home page. Yep, this one. Build with. Okay. So let's remove all the stubs. And this one also looks clean. Hope so. Yeah. Now I'm going to create inside the components folder. I'm going to create the buttons or navigations. I'll be creating a new folder for cards, and inside this thing, that is going to be my post-card.tsx. I'm going to be component.tsx. You can rename it component. Yeah. So it should be like this. Let's write here refc and post card component, and let's update the barrel files from here. Update the barrel file, and now we should have our cards. Yep, we have our cards here. And let's see what I'm going to do right now is let's use this postcards in our page.tsx here. So first thing I will be doing is let's const, let me like get all my posts, right? So get going to be use get all or get posts is going to be use post operations hook, and this is basically a function. Just need to call this function, and what I will be doing is I need to map this thing. If this dot map each and every post with an index, and I want to return my postcard just like this. And let me see, can I find the name post? Where's post? I'm just going to be key prop is going to be my post dot id. This is going to be okay. I guess I need to destructure some of the data from here. It's going to be const, okay, const data is going to be this hook, and I need this data to be used here, to get used here. And hope so this looks fine to me right now. And it has something called loading. I hope so. It's called loading. Yep, it's not is loading. It is loading or loading. Use get type in because okay, I guess I need to do yeah. And it's not is loading. It has something called loading. Got it. Okay, let's open up this thing. I guess we need to define the types of these things also. So use post, what is it? Okay, use get posts. This one, okay, it has is loading. Okay, destructuring data is loading and refetch. So it is going to be is loading, and I need refetch. Now in this case we're not going to use the refetch. Now the refetch is useful if you want to do like some real-time real-time updates on your system, basically like on not basically on your application. Let's say if you are changing something and you want to see it live on like on the page, then you can just refresh the data again and it will just update your cache memory, right? That's all. So we have data and stubs. Hope so this works. The index, and it's the fee is small. Okay, looks fine. And let me see it here. Reload the page. Okay, we need to make this as a use client for right now. It's not a good idea to make our the uppermost parent tree or parent element as a use client, but for right now it's fine. You can just create a separate component for this one and just render the things, but no issues. Let's wait for it, and we should see basically a postcard here, right? Yeah, you see we're getting it. So we have one data, so I want to pass my post as post for right now, and let's get the post. And okay, we need to define its type again here. So it's going to be a type of postcard props, and it's going to have a post. Now there are certain things. Now what should be the type of this post? We don't know, right? So instead of like making it like this, you can define your type for the post, or you can destructure the things and you can make it like we need a title This component requires a title. It's going to be post dot title. It's going to be another thing is going to be content. Content is going to be content like this, and I need to pass the ID as post dot ID, and okay, the next thing is going to be image. Is going to be post dot image, just like this. Now let's go into this one, and okay, so it's going to have a title, then content, ID and image. Then it's going to have a post card props, and it's going to have all the stuffs that we need, just like this. Now what I want to display here is two divs, right? Now I can okay, so here we have done a simple, forward one thing, that is basically author, right? So if you see in the blog post, we should also have something called author, right? Who is basically writing this content. So let's add it to this point. It's going to be address and author, let's say, and now let's add it to everything. It should be the author is going to be message dot sender. So the message dot sender is basically whoever, basically like if I'm connecting to my like this wallet, then it is me, or else it is someone else, right? Who basically whoever is connected to the wallet, it is going to take by default that ID. That's all. And let's see, okay, it's going to be author. Okay, this author I don't want to change a bit, or it's going to be same. And let's see this thing. This is fine. Fine. Okay, only this thing we need. So let's redeploy this thing to wallet connect. Let's delete this thing, confirm, and let's get that thing again. And let's wait for it, guys. And is it done? Yeah, it is done, I guess. Now we should have our contract address. Let's change our contract address in the env and paste it here. And let's see. Now what I need to do is just restart the server to load the envs, just like this. Now there's a big int is not assignable to, okay, so it is a big int number. So to pass the big int to a number, what you can do is you can use I guess it's called format units, and it takes the ID and the V18 decimal places, right? It's not a standard type number, so just make it a number, just like this. This should work for us. And let's see, it's going to be okay. I can wrap this entire thing inside a link element, or I can wrap this entire thing inside a link, basically the next link stuff, which is going to be a trap right now slash, and paste all the things here. Basically an h2 tag with basically my title, and I need the address also. So address is going to be a type of address. So yep, I need the address from here, and yep, need to pass address as post address. What address is basically author, just like this. And okay, type id begin title string image string. It is here, I guess. We have address here also. So okay, you see read only. Okay, I guess I need to go into this thing. Oh, I got the issue. The issue is I need to update my API. So apologies for that. You need to change your API. Whenever you deploy a new contract, just don't forget to change your API. So this entire stuff, up to this one, paste this new API, save it, and now let's go to the poster component. Now let's make it as address again, and now that should work. Let's wait for it. Reload TS, and here I should be getting my address. Let's reload. As I guess I've not updated my stuff, so I guess I need to update the. Oh, it is working fine. So it was because of the API, you see. As soon as we updated our API, now it's working fine. Amazing. Great, bro. Nice. Now you can show your image up right here. Let's come to this point, and as it is, I'm making it as like a card. Class name w dash full, yep, with the order dash b with the order dash grade dash 600, and let's see, that should look nice. Okay, let's make it 400, and what I need is some bb-3, and reflex item center cap of 4, not center, make it start, and looks nice. Now here I need image. That's going to be like this. src image. I know there is the image. Alt. It's going to be something you can write. Width. This is going to be 200, and height. That is going to be 200. Let's import the image component. Next image. Looks nice to me. And I should be getting some errors. Come on. Where's the error? Yeah, this thing. So I need to copy the hostname. Come on, bro. Go quickly. So we need to add that domain to our what is it called? In the next config, right? Let's copy this thing. Let's add that domain, the next config, not like this. Copy it. Open up your next config, and inside this one is going to be images. It's going to be an object of domains, an array of this thing. That should do it. Just reload your page and this should work properly and correctly. And let's see. Come on, let's refresh it again. I guess maintenance week, I guess today. Let's see. Yeah, we get the image as like this. Looks fine to me. And one thing we're going to do is this looks nice for right now. Let's do one thing with this image. Class name, put some border. Well, let's not add some border. Let's leave it as it is, and let's make it justify center. That should do. Yep. And let's come over here. Yep. And width is going to be 1/2. That should fix the thing. Not this once. Let's keep this thing as it is. Let's take this entire thing inside another div. Paste it here. Last name is going to be flex. This items center width of 70% with it should be center. Let's see, and should be mx-auto. Okay, I guess we don't need the flex thing anymore. This should work. 70%, let's make it 50%. And this looks nice for right now. And let's come over here. I'm not working on the designing stuff that much, right? Let's make this as last name text dash 3xl. This is going to be last name of text dash xl, and it's going to be font of serif like this, and it's going to be font bold. Okay, looks like this. Let's set up center. Let's make it as between. Looks nice. For right now, let's make it between, just like this. Okay, looks fine right now. Let's create something else also. You can just design it yourself. I'm just making it pretty much simple so that like my purpose in this one is to you know, to get you familiar with Wagmi Viem and RainbowKit with the smart contracts, right? So let's say I'm uploading this image or maybe something else. Let's say this thumbnail of mine or something else. Let me see. One. Okay, let's use this image. It's going to be Amazon. Okay, something. It's going to be an open source project, so you can contribute on it. You can do some changes on this, like on this repo that I'm going to create right now, and then and you can just do some pull request, and I will review and I will give you shout outs in the next video. So let's see. Okay, I have these things. Network is busy. Okay, no issues. Confirm. Let's see how much time it's going to take. Spending. So you can make some steps with that, like you can just add a spinner here. You can redirect the user to the home page once this is done, right? You see post created. Now you can just, you see we are getting Amazon. Let's wait for this image. I guess the image is pretty much heavy, I guess. Yeah, it's the image. Add some spacing from top also. EY, just like this, right? So this looks like this, or maybe make it like this. TB of this one and MT of 5. This looks nice, maybe. And yeah, I guess so. Let's see. So this is fine for right now. Now let's talk about the update function. If I click on this one, let's first open up this particular thing, right? If I click this one, it should get opened, right? So let's see. So in this one, certain things I want to check. It's going to be components with the, okay, new file. It's going to be my posts slash that particular thing slash I need the ID slash page dot tsx. It's going to be array of city, and let's see, that's going to be my post page, and also a next page, just like this. Now here I want to get const. The first thing I want to get is the params. Inside the params is going to be params. I have an ID which is basically a string. That's all. Now I have this thing. I'm going to be use post or use get post, and I'm going to use what was the name of the hook? It was post operations. Yep. And I need to destructure data is loading from use get posts, just like this. It's not just loading. What is called loading? So let me see here. So it's returning nothing. What do you mean? Let's see. Yeah, okay, I'm not returning any type of is loading. I can pass it is loading as is loading, just like this. Now I have my is loading stuff also here. You can do whatever you want with this one. Now I have my posts. So what I can do is, okay, let's do one thing. Expect one argument. Okay, it takes the ID of the argument. So I need to get the const going to be ID is, okay, let's destructure the ID from params, and I need to pass my ID as number. That should work. Next page. Okay, I guess some of this thing right now. Okay, no worries. Now I have my data and stuff, so I have everything that I need inside the data: ID, title, content, image, author. Great. I guess I can also destructure it directly from here also. ID Let's not do that thing. I need to go to the right post thing. Where is the create post? Yep. Let me think what we can do. Let's copy the entire UI of this one. Let's paste it here. So let's import the stubs, file wrap. Okay, we need this entire thing also. The stubs, obviously. Like this. So import use effect. Let's make it. For this I need to make the entire page as use client, and I need to get my use state. Okay, it's client. Okay, IENT. Now it should give me the right suggestion. Let's get the user and use effect. Yep. And we have data. So this data is basically my post, and this is loading is basically is post. Like that. I need my post data type. Like this thing. Let's export this thing and let's import it here, just like this, and looks nice. I have my toast thing here and post updated. Okay, looks nice. Okay, and I'm going to trigger the update post, and I will be passing the ID as ID, the number of ID, and I need to get this thing from this one. I need this function. Yep. Now the two things I will be doing right here is, before creating this function, I'm going to check. First thing is, if my post dot author is triple equals to, I need to get my account const address equals to use account, and like this, and if it is triple equals to the address, then only move forward with this stuff. Like this. And the next thing is going to be, if this condition is true, then only I'm going to show this thing, and it's going to be update post. That's like it. And okay, I need basically this thing is going to be const disable is equals to this thing. If this is not equals to this, then disable the things. So in the input formats is going to be read only is going to be this thing. Need to copy the steps. That's all, and with this thing also, like that. And here, instead of this thing, I want to show image from next image, Okay, let's copy it from the postcard and I will be redefining the stuffs. So it's not going to be the image, it's going to be my post dot image, and like that into, and it's going to be like this. Let's say post dot image, and then this thing here, and it's going to be 200. It's not going to be 200. Give it a class name. Okay, let's make it fill with related to this one, and I want to trigger this open browser stuff. Okay, where is the disabled thing? Let's take the entire thing here, and let's use, and it should not be disabled. That's not likely. Hope so. That should fix everything. And let's see if I click OK. Let's go to the postcard, and here is going to be backticks slash posts slash dollar ID. Okay, let's click on this thing. Now it should go to the particular page, and let me see it. Okay, I guess I need to refresh the page first. It is taking some time. Okay, let's wait for it, guys, and let's see what happens now. If I click on this thing, okay, 2E18. Okay, now this is an issue. The number 2E18, what is 2E18? If I go back, let me see this thing. This shouldn't be like this. Let's open up this one. 2E cannot be out. Okay, it's saying 2E18. Okay, 2 to the okay. I got the issue. Okay. We were using this thing, so let's come over here in the app page, and I should have done format units. Maybe it is let's say parse units, and it takes the big int value, and that's all I guess. Okay, two arguments. Let's see the arguments, what it takes. The first thing is the number of decimals is going to be 18, and what is the issue with this one? Type big is not a standard type, type string. It should be a string. Okay, not to string. If this works, let me see if this works or not. In order to pass those things perfectly. Not this page. Let's go to this one. And yep, let's click on this thing. Yeah, now it is 2000 like this. So what I want to do is, okay, pass units is doing this thing. I need to make it as format units. Let's search for format units. Wagmi, maybe use token. We're going to use token. use token from use VM maybe. I guess it's from VM. Format units. Let me see. So it takes the big int number and then the decimal values and it gives this thing. Got it. So format units from VM, it takes the big int number and convert this into a number format. Right. I want to block this thing here. Let's see how this looks. Let me see the things. Hope so this should work right now. This is the issue. Okay, we're getting it like this. This is basically the ID. Okay. Segment 1. I'll make it like this. How should it be? Yeah, now I'm getting properly. It should be 0 then. So make it as 0. And yep. Now this works fine. Let's click on this one. And I'm getting update posts. Okay, I need to fill the steps also. Yeah, I'm getting the image. You can just resize the image. It's like it's up to you. So title and the thoughts. Okay, let's populate the data here. So we have the value. Okay, so what I'm going to do is inside not this one, I'm going to take another user fact. Inside this one, to take my post, and if I have post, okay, so this thing like this. Oh, this looks nice. This is what I want to do. Let's reload the page. This should work properly. Hope so. And let's see, it's loading, and yep, we got the data. Now hydration field, let's go the hydration stuff for right now. And it should be node is post loading. The hydration stops. Okay, so for this one it's going to be, let's select this, post dot title, and similarly here also post dot content. Let's see this thing here. Hope so this works right now. Let's refresh the page. It's showing the update post. So two things I want here is this, or this post loading. If this post not loading, then for this, let's reload this thing. Yeah, looks amazing. Now let me see it. Boy, like it is not loading. Okay, let's remove. This is one liner thing. Just like this. I should be seeing that thing, the update post button. Let's say I'm updating something. Let's say 1 1 1 1 update posts. Now I clicked on this one. Let's wait for it to trigger the things that we need, and let's see if it is working or not. And we'll submit post author the post address. Then now listen to work. And there should be a file. It's not file. I guess in this case should be data.image. That should trigger the things. Okay, one. Yep, it is working. You see, the button has been disabled, so it is working fine. Now let's wait for the metamask to appear and see what happens now. Okay, let's see if it is working fine. Okay, so it's giving some errors, I guess. Hope so. One error, not this thing. Okay, let's see what is the issue now. The file thing. It shouldn't be the file. That's the issue. Um, so I'm going to do data.image for right now. Let's make it like this. Oh, not like this one. That should be file. Um, okay, I've got it. So if the okay, we need to check if the image has been changed or not, right? So what I can do is inside this thing I can write here if I have file, then do this stuff. Um, if I have file, then do these things. I'm writing it here. If I have file, then do these things. Else, just update the data as it is. Else, update it as it is. This should work properly. Now let's write here one QQ, something like this. Update the post. Enemies error. Res is not defined. Okay, here the res is not defined, obviously it's not defined. It should be data.image. Data.image. Now let's see. Update this thing and hopefully this should get updated. Yeah, it triggers the metamask. Now I need to click on confirm. Now it has been disabled. You see, I cannot do anything on this button. Now let's see this thing pending. Let's see, it should get confirmed very soon. Okay, confirmed. Let's wait for this one. Take some time. Let's give the time to this one. Hopefully this should work. Okay, let me see some things. This is fine. I'm just triggering this function. Nothing else. Okay, I'm not setting this thing as false again. Okay. Update post. I guess this has been updated. Let me see. So I guess it's was taking some time due to the network actually. Update the post. Let's do it again. Confirm. It should do it. Let's wait for it. Let me see. Is confirmed. Yep, this should work properly. Post updated and it is dismissing that thing. Yep. So I guess it's because the network is just taking so much time. You see, it's still pending, but it is working fine, I guess. Now it's your task to complete the delete function. Just add a delete function right here, and let me test one more thing. Let's refresh this page, and I want to test one more thing. I want to change my account to this one, and let's see. Okay. Okay, I need to disconnect. Connect to wallet, metamask. Okay, next connect. And okay, we need to fix this thing. It's still showing the update post here. That is like it shouldn't show this thing. So I guess it's because of this one. This should be and actually that should fix the issue. And let's see. Reload the page. Now we should not be getting this thing anymore, right? Let's see. There should not be that update thing, and we should not be able to click on each of the things, right? Yeah, we can select the things, but we cannot write anything else. I cannot, you see, the browser thing is also not opening, so this is working absolutely fine. Now if I switch back, let's disconnect, connect, metamask. Let's switch back to this account. Next, connect. And you see, amazing. I can change it again. Works fine. So I hope you like this video, guys. Let's start the deployment process, and then we will like wrap up this video, right? So let me do a simple thing right here. Close everything from here. Okay, let me upload everything to my Git page here. We get project simply nothing. Complete project, completed project, complete project, like that. Looks nice to me. Comment these things. And okay, what I want to do is, okay, I need to create a separate repo for this one. So make sure to follow me on GitHub, guys. Right, I would really appreciate if you do. And let's create a new repo. It's going to be medium dash clone. Okay, dash clone dash Wagmi dash YT YouTube. And I'm going to do a public repository, create the repository. I need this thing, and it's going to be git remote git remote set. Okay, let me do this thing. Git remote set URL origin to this thing. Hit enter. Now git push. That should work properly. Let's see. Let's refresh this page. Open up what's in the meanwhile. And yep, all the codes have been pushed properly to this thing. Now there will be two more basically things in this one. So let me update the readme here. So let's do it here. The first thing that I will be updating is this thing. Okay, now this thing. Let's go back. Okay, cancel it. Let's copy this thing, edit it, and this thing is going to be this one. Don't need this thing. Yep, looks fine to me. And then there are two more envs, so this one, that are the two things. And there's going to be your pinata jwt from API keys, and this thing is going to be your pinata cloud gateway. That should do it. Commit changes, and let's create a new project here. That's going to be this one. Import this one. You need to add environment variables. The first one is going to be this thing. Let's paste it here. Let's paste it here. Add this one. Next is going to be the address. Now the next thing is going to be this one, the address. Paste it here. Add the thing pinata jwt, paste it here. I need this jwt. Just copy this thing, paste it here, add it, and we have the gateway URL now. Just the gateway URL. Paste this URL here, add the thing, click on deploy. This should work. So let's wait for the deployment process and let's see how this works on deployment. And please subscribe to the channel, guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, and please follow on GitHub, Twitter, LinkedIn, and stuff, wherever you want. And we're getting some build errors. Let me see what is this error is with. Export const config get page static info. Okay, let me see this thing. So for this one we can check it like run build command. This is going to fix like it's going to show us the issues with it. And okay, next done fix file conventions route segment config, more information. Okay, for the API routes. Okay, I got it. So I guess this is because of this thing. I faced this before also, so I think so. This is because of this thing. So let's comment the stuff and now run this thing. Hopefully you're not going to get any errors now. Let's see. Yeah, looks fine to me right now. Okay, yeah. Okay, what I'm doing is fix API routes. Stage the changes, commit the things, sync this change. Everything is going to get sync. Yep, done. Now I need to go to my dashboard. This thing, I need to redeploy this thing. Deployments. And yeah, that's building the new deployment build. Let's wait for it, and once this is done, we are done with this project, guys. Hope so you like this one. It's pretty much very simple, easy, and like I just wanted to make sure you like understand what Wagmi is. Just I want to make you comfortable with the blockchain stuff, like just want to boost your confidence in this stuff, right? So hope so you like the video, guys, and let's see the building process. I hope so this time is going to be, yeah, it's going to be completely fine. Let's wait for it, and once we see this one live, I guess then that's all. We're going to end up this video. Yeah, it's ready. Let's go to this one project and open up this URL. Come on. Yep, and we should be getting it perfectly. So okay, connect wallet metamask. Let me see. Next, cancel it. Click on this again. Okay, connect wallet metamask, not this account, this account. Yeah, connect. Yeah, and as soon as we are logged in, we see our steps, which works fine. Let's create something. Let's write something. Upload the image. So it's your task, guys. Just make it more beautiful. Implement the like delete functions. Make the toast more beautiful, and then just make some PR to this one. I'll provide you with like the link of this repo in the description box, and the previous repo also in the description box, right? So let's see. It's going to be test, or maybe like thank you so much for watching this video. Come on, bro. And like this, create this post, and I hope so this post works fine for you. Let's confirm this thing, and now let's wait for it. Hope so this should work fine. Let's drink some water, guys, and this mess. Let me see. Okay, this account pending. Done. Post created. Let's see this thing. Amazing. So I guess you like this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys, and I will see you next time in another video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and bye bye.